So, hi everyone. My name is Helen Joyce Eganate from Interface Computer College, Davao. So, we're going to talk about family planning. So, let's define first the nature and meaning of family planning. So, when you say family planning, the first thing comes into our mind is the word family. So, what is family? Family is a social group composed of parents and their children. So, when you say family, the first thing comes into our mind are they are blood related. They live together in the same house. There's a father, mother, and a children in a group. So, a family is a living together, sharing things, and sharing certain things of characteristics. So, when you are in a group that has different attitudes and you share ideas, thoughts, and feelings, and you are living in the same house, you are called family. While planning, it is the process of making plans for something. So, ito ay sa proseso ng paggawa ng plano para sa isang bagay. So, ang pagpaplano ng pagpapamilya o family planning allows individuals and couples to anticipate and attain their desired number of children and the spacing of timing of their birth. Ang family planning ay isang bagay upang maplanuhan ng maigi ang pagbuo ng pamilya kung kailan mo gusto magkaanak o kailan mo gusto sundan ang iyong anak. But it will achieve only through use of contraceptive methods and the treatments of involuntarily infertility. So, makakamit mo lang ito sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng contraceptive methods. So, ang susunod ay ang different methods of contraception in family planning. So, first, long-acting reversible contraception, the implant of intrauterine device or they call it IUD. IUD prevents pregnancy by not allowing the sperm to fertilize the egg. It may also make it harder for fertilized egg to implant in the uterus. Next is hormonal contraception, the pill or the Depo-Provera injection. A pill is the small medicine that you need to take every day if you are a girl to prevent pregnancy, and Depo-Provera injection is a medicine that they will inject into the girl to unfertilize her egg. Next is barrier methods or condoms. This one naman is famous for all the younger generation nowadays, and the last one is emergency contraception fertility awareness, or they call it the calendar method. Next, the concept of having large families. Why were families larger in the past than nowadays? In the past, women had 5 or 6 children on average, though many babies died soon after birth or in their infancy. For example, in the 18th century in France, half of all children died before age 10, and only 1/3 reached adulthood. Parents had lots of children to ensure that at least some of them survived. So, kaya malaking isang pamilya dati kasi maraming namamatay na bata. So, ginawa nila ay nag-anak sila ng marami upang kung mamamatayan sila ay meron pang maiiwan sa kanila. Today, child mortality is much lower, and in many countries, the death of child is a rare event. Children are practically certain to grow up, so parents no longer need to raise large families. So ngayon, hindi na maraming bata ang namamatay, kaya mas konti na ngayon ang mayroong maraming anak kaysa noong dati. Parents also choose to have smaller families because they want to give their children every opportunity for a better life. This means providing education, land, capital, etc. But parents' assets are limited, and when they are shared between many children, the amount of each receives small. Hence, the preference for a smaller number of children, each better equipped to make a good start in life. So ngayon, mas pinipili na ng mga mag-asawa ang konting anak dahil sa kahirapan para matustusan nila ang kanilang pangangailangan. Ang pagkakaroon ng maraming anak ay dulot ng kahirapan, kaya marami ang nagpaplano ng magpamilya ngayon na nasa 1 o 2 na ang kanilang gustong anak upang hindi sila mahirapan palakihin at tustusan ng mga ito, at they can provide them equally. So, the last one is the rule of husband and wife in the family. The rule of the husband and the wife in the family. In every family, both of the rule of husband and wife is the range of rights and obligations associated with a particular social position. In the family, this position is the result of the relationship between a man and a woman who make up the family structure. So when you say husband, he is obligated to provide the needs of his family. So his main role is to work and provide money to his family and give them financial support, while the wife is called the light of the house, or the one who will look at or take care of their children. So husband and wife is important to a family's successful life and their children's good future. So that's all, and let's proceed to the next topic.
So, hello guys. Good morning. So, the topic that I will explaining right now is all about what are the benefits of using family planning, and the second one is what are the attitude of the church toward family planning. So, firstly, what are the benefits of using family planning? So, first, family planning is provide many benefits to mother, children, father, and family. So, firstly, the mother. So, what are the benefits of family planning to the mother? So, first, enables her to regain her health after delivery. Yes, that's the first one. Gives enough time and opportunity to love and provide attention to her husband and children. Yes, gives more time for her family and own personal advancement for her family. So the last one is when suffering from an illness, gives enough time for treatment and recovery and care for her family. So that is the benefits gained by the mother. So the next one is the children. So what's the benefits gained of family planning in the children? So firstly, healthy mothers produce healthy children. Yes, and will get all the attention, security, love, and care they deserve, because the children's always be like that, because that is the roles of the mother and father to grow her children better in the better future. So the next one is father. Lightens the burden and responsibilities in supporting his family. Yes, that's right. Next one is enable him to give his children their basic needs, which is food, shelter, education, and a better future. Gives him time for his family and own personal advancement. The last one is when suffering from illness, gives enough time for treatment and recovery, th- like the rules of a mother. So that is the totally totally or the definitely the rules of the mother and father for her children. So, family planning. Literally, what is the what is the firstly used for family planning? So, there will be contraceptions can be used to plan when people have children and how many children they have. This includes choosing when they want to begin having children, kung kailan niya gusto, what is the average age of having a children. Next one is how far apart they want their children to be when they want to stop having children. Kung meron ka ng children, ay kung meron ka ng anak, you can control your birth, you can control the birthing of your partner by using contraceptions. If kung gusto mong kung gusto mong ibigyan pa ng oras yung yung current babies mo na dapat ganito, dapat they want they deserve to be cared totally. So, contraceptions lets people have the number of children they want when they want them. This is everybody's right under the Declaration of Human Rights. Yes, that's right. So, the next one is delaying or spacing babies allow women and men to follow educations and career goals that may interrupted by having children. Yes, yes. So, these empower people and increases their ability to earn more with fewer children. Families are also able to invest more in each child. Yes. If if sakto lang yung anak mo, if sakto lang yung anak mo, mabibigyan mo talaga ng oras at love, care, and security yung babies mo that they really deserves. So, mababantayan mo talaga yung anak mo kapag pure lang sila or di masyadong overpopulated family nyo. Or sinasabi natin, ano yun, expanded family, which is more than six children. So, these are the factors of family planning. Firstly, reducing pregnancy-related risk. So, what is the reducing pregnancy risk? Young people are especially at risk of problems in pregnancy. Contraceptions allows them to put off having children until their bodies are fully able to support a pregnancy. Yes, it can also prevent pregnancy for older people who face pregnancy-related risks. So, the second factors are reducing teenage pregnancy. So, marami na yan ngayon. Nowadays, 14 years old, 16 years old, wala pang 18 years old, nabubuntis na. So, what's the meaning of that is contraceptives use also reduce teenage pregnancies for a developed country like New Zealand has a high adolescent fertility rate at 18.6 births per 1,000 people. Age of, so if we calculate 18, so 18%, I know each 1,000 people, they have a 18 peoples na nabubuntis at the age of 15 to 19 in 2018. So by using contraceptions, young people can prevent unwanted pregnancies that can have negative impacts, pregnancies that can have negative impacts on the relationships and ambitions. So that's the second one. The third factor is healthy babies. Pregnancies that are too close together or poorly timed contribute to high infant mortality rates. That is, the rate of baby that die within their year of life. Yeah. Kasi bata pa, nabubuntis na. Ayun, may mga ano. So, contraceptive use lets people plan their pregnancies so they make sure the baby is getting the best care before and after birth. Yes. That is the best ideas of growing a babies or making a babies. Population pressure. So contraceptives use slow population growth. This is important because overpopulation puts pressure on the environment and the economy and services such as education and health. Yep, that is the issue. That is the main issue of the government right now because of overpopulations. Di na natutustusan or marami ng mga gapses when it comes to services kasi nga marami na yung tao in the government pero yung government slowly improving. So, maraming mga talagang kaya maraming mahirap sa every government sa cities. I know, every country pala. So, family planning. Family planning must be used responsibly and not for trivial reasons. So while it would be good to use family planning to space out the family's children, it would be wrong to use family planning because a couple will rather spend their money on a new car than caring for a child. So mali. Mali pa rin yung nag-family planning lang kayo. Di dahil sa gusto nyong i-care yung anak nyo, kundi gusto nyo mag-ipon lang pera para lang sa mga things na gusto nyo bilhin. No, mali pa din yun. So family planning is all about family. That includes mother, father, and the children. So mali pa rin yung para lang sa mga gamit bibilin nyo nga yung money nga iipon. So that's all about the benefits of using family planning. So the last one that I will discussing is all about what are the attitude of the church towards family planning. So, in other words, the Bible in the contraceptions. So, there are two parts of the Bible are often quoted to show God's disapproval of birth control. So, firstly, God commanded His people to be fruitful and multiply. So, dapat more on dapat dadami tayo. Dapat we need to so I'll continue na. and the contraceptions is same as physically clothing these instructions. Second, Onan was killed by God for spilling his seed, which is often taking a divine condemn, condemn, condemnations of coitus interruptus. The first of this example is normally rebutted by demonstrating that the contraceptions has not prevented human being from being fruitful and multiplying. So taliwas siya sa sinasabi ng Bible that be fruitful and multiply. So dapat we need to produce in making babies to make us multiply. Pero contraceptives is taliwas siya sa sinasabi ng Bibles. So there are at least two interpretations of the second example. So this is the second example of and connected sa sinabi ko kanina. So God may have been angry with Onan for having sex for a purpose other than having children. So lust, diyan na yung pumapasok yung lust. Yung kagustuhan mo lang makipag-sex sa iba, but not because of having a children, but because of the pleasurement that they give. So this interpretation supports the idea that the contraception is morally wrong. It also supports the idea that there is only one kind of morally good sexual act. Sex between a man and a woman who are married and who are having sex to produce children. So that is the main reason, or the primary reason for the religions that pwede lang yung babae at lalaki. Pwede lang yung babae at lalaki to having a sex if married na sila. And the purpose of having a sex for a married person is to produce a children, not only for taking their pleasurements off. So that's the main reason. So God may not have been angry with Onan for preventing conceptions, but for failing to honor a commandment to produce a child with his dead brother's wife. But this interpretation has no application to modern culture and morality. The act that the Jewish law required Onan to perform. So sa statement na Onan, sa name na Onan, we assume na tayo si Onan. He's a human being, so dapat we assume na tayo si Onan. So we need to example ourselves, not the name Onan. So Onan to perform would nowadays be regarded as rape, since the widow's consent was not required, and this make the stories very obvious foundation for a moral argument. So that is the next one is all about right now, or this topic is all about the religious belief. So mostly in our nation, Roman Catholic or Catholico are the main religion in our country. So this is the introduction of Catholic. The church forbids sex outside marriage. So its teaching about birth control should be understood in the context of husband and wife. So dapat yun. We need first to have a marriage in our partner before having sex, having intercourse, and making babies. So the Roman Catholic Church believes that using contraceptions is the intrinsically evil. Diba? So totally maling-mali talaga yung paggamit ng contraception sa beliefs ng religious na Roman Catholic, because totally totally opposite yung beliefs at idea at concept ng church at saka sa paggamit ng contraceptives. So, balik sa topic, it in itself, regardless of the consequence, Catholics are only permitted to use natural methods of birth control. So, what is the natural methods of birth control? But the church does not condemn things like the pill or condom in themselves. What's morally wrong? What is the morally wrong in using such things with the intention of preventing conceptions? Using them for the other purposes is fine. For example, using pills to regulate the period of a woman who is not in sexual relationship is not wrong. So for the concept for the both sides in these concepts have the advantages and disadvantages. May advantage yung church believes, may advantage din yung paggamit ng contraceptive. So, pero may mga disadvantages which is mas nangingibabaw talaga. So, balik sa topic. The church teaches that using artificial contraceptions is wrong because it is against, tingnan nyo, the church teaches the using artificial contraceptions is wrong because these are this is the purpose or this is the reason why this is very wrong. It is against the natural law, or which is the natural method or the natural in our world that having in reproduced human. It breaks the natural connection between the procreative and the unitive purpose of sex. It turns sex into into a non-marital act, which is we need to marriage talaga, but that is the beliefs of the church. But nowadays, kaya nga maraming nabubuntis na mga underage because we can't control, we can't judge them, and so that's the reason. It gives human beings the power to decide when a new life should begin. That power belongs to God. So, ayun. Always kasama si God. Always. And the main reason why we need to follow the beliefs of the church is because of our God. It leads to widespread immorality. So, kapag gumagamit ka daw ng contraceptions, kagaya nga sinabi kanina, it's intrinsically evil. So, masama talaga. So, sa widespread immorality, maling-mali yung paggamit ng contraceptive. That is the base of belief of the church. So, it damaged the constitution of marriage. Yes. Diyan nagsisimula yung cheating. Lust. Wanting to have a sex to other partners. Even they already have a partner. It reduced the male respect for women. So, ayun. Because of contraception, nagbabago na yung tingin ng lalaki sa isang babae, which is totally wrong. At kapag nagtuloy-tuloy itong ganito, in the near future, we can never control how all male thinking about their woman. Pwedeng bastusin na. There's a lot of disadvantages of this. So the last one is, it gives human being the idea that they can complete power over the body. So that's all. That's all the reason why artificial contraceptions are very wrong by the base of the beliefs in our religion. So this is a topic that I will discussing right now. It's all about the attitude of the church towards the family planning and what are the benefits of using family planning. That's all, ma'am, sir. classmates. Thank you.
So our next topic is what the Bible says about family planning. Family planning is the practice regulating of how many children are born into a family, including controlling the number of years between births by means of artificial contraception, voluntary sterilization, treatment of involuntary infertility, natural family planning or NFP, or other methods to either prevent or encourage pregnancy. Reasons for desiring this kind of control vary from family to family and can be influenced by many factors, such as career choices, relationships issues, financial state, physical disabilities, living situation, etc. So the next is the best time to practice family planning. According to Google, the best time to practice family planning is 19 years old and above. But according to my experience, the best time to practice family planning is you should have stable job, financially stable, have a house, and have a better savings so that you don't have any problem when time comes. So the next reporter is from Lloyd.
Contraception methods. The different types of contraception are available in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Methods of contraception. There are different methods of contraception including long-acting reversible contraception, the implant in the intrauterine device or IUD, hormonal contraception, the pill or the Depo-Provera injection, barrier methods, condoms, emergency contraception, fertility awareness, permanent contraception, vasectomy, and tubal ligation. What is long-acting reversible contraception? Long-acting reversible contraception or LRC lasts for a long time. There are two types of LARC. The ultrauterine device which lasts for 3 to 5 or 10 years. The implant which lasts for 5 years. Once you have a LRC put in and you don't need to remember to take contraception every day or every month. LARs are most effective types of contraception. There are more than 99 effective in preventing pregnancy. What are the hormonal contraceptives? The contraceptives use hormones to prevent pregnancy. Hormonal contraceptives including the pill and the Depo-Provera injection. There are two types of pill: combined oral contraceptive pill, progestogen-only contraceptive pill. Take one pill each day. If you take pill correctly, it is more than 99% effective at preventing pregnancy. The Depo-Provera injection is an injection you get every 3 months if you get your injections on time. Depo-Provera is more than 99% effective. What are barrier methods? Barrier methods stop sperm from entering the vagina. The two barrier methods are condoms, internal condoms. Condoms protects against sexually transmissible infective STIs and unintended pregnancy. You can buy internal condoms from our website from some pharmacies. You can get prescription condoms from family planning of your doctor, or you can buy them from the website, pharmacies, supermarkets, and other shops. What is emergency contraception? There are two options for emergency contraception: the emergency contraceptive pill or ECP or copper IUD. ECP can be taken up 3 days after unprotected sex. If you are average weight, the ECP is 98% effective. If you weight more than 7 kg, the ECP is less effective and a copper IUD is recommended. If you weigh more than 70 kg and you choose to take ECP, you should take us if taking double dose is right option for you. The emergency contraception can be used to prevent pregnancy if you haven't used protection, your normal contraceptive fails, condom splits, You have missed more than one contraceptive pill. You have been vomiting or had diarrhea while on the pill. You have missed your injection. You have been forced to have sex without contraception. What is fertility awareness? Fertility awareness is learning the signs of fertility in your menstrual cycle to help plan or avoid pregnancy. What is permanent contraception? Permanent contraception, sometimes called sterilization, prevents all future pregnancies. It's very or impossible to reverse. Permanent contraception is either vasectomy or tubal ligation.